Hey, it's me, the big anchor. Welcome to the show. I got my girl Candace to help me carry Barron's sorry ass all night. We've been talking MVP all season, which brings us to Accelerate Your Game, presented by Autotrader.com. Listen, either one of these guys could be MVP. Greek Freak, James Harden, both putting up great numbers. Whoever you vote for, I'm not going to be upset. Me personally, I like the Greek Freak, James Harden. He's a great player. But I don't want to talk MVP. I want to talk others. First, let's go with, who we want to go with first? Let's go with the Bucks first. So my question to the panel, Middleton, Bledsoe. Oh, keep in mind, Brogdon is out with the injury. Mirotic is out with the injury. So question to the panel, do these guys have enough to make it out the Eastern Conference Finals or make it to the NBA Finals or win a championship?
I would say they do, right? The way that Bledsoe has been playing at the point guard position, when you're looking at Bledsoe, he's the other leader of this team. You know, a guy who's explosive. His 16-5-5 makes a difference in the game, right? Because he guards, he picks up full court. I don't like seeing Brogdon out because I feel like he's a great glue guy, and Mirotic is a great guy coming off the bench that can be an explosive scorer, which they're going to need in the playoffs. But I do think they have the ingredients. You know, they're tall. You know, they pride themselves on defense, and when the playoffs come, it's going to be hard to shoot, you know, over contested hands.
Yeah, Mirotic is out 2 to 4 weeks. Brogdon is out 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, it's over.
Brogdon being injured, I think causes a little worry for me, just in terms of the playoff standings. If we look at what the Celtics are doing and what we thought they were going to do, we thought that the Celtics were going to be either in that 1 or 2 spot at the beginning of the season. I mean, the Bucks could have a possible second-round matchup with the Celtics, with Brogdon coming back from 6 to 8 weeks off of a plantar fasciitis injury, in which you really try to get your rhythm towards the end of the season. I mean, he's the only person really 50-40-90 club, Brogdon. So I think it's underestimated how much he really brings to this team. And it does cause me a little worry because he brings stuff from the defensive end and he can score.
I like what you said. I don't know what the buck you looking at. Let's talk about the Rockets right now. You better get the buck out my face, Aaron David. Let's talk about these Rockets. Capella, Gordon, Chris Paul, he's not an other. I know he was brought there to help James Harden, but I'm putting him in this category. Do these guys have enough to make it out the Western Conference Finals?
You know,
before you answer,
you can add.
No. Before you answer, I want to make an interesting fact about Harden. Stat came out, highest usage percentage in a season, NBA history. So right now, the Rockets are using Harden 39.6% of the time. In 2016-17, Russell Westbrook was used 40% of the time. They lost in the first round. 2005-2006, Kobe Bryant was used 38.7% of the time. They lost in the first round. So will the Rockets have enough if Mr. Harden gets tired in the first round? And will they make it out the first round?
You know, looking at the stats don't, you know, go in his favor. But I just think that he's been having such a great year. As he goes in the playoffs, you have to start watching his usage because his usage is not going to go down. So it's important for Chris Paul, Eric Gordon to really step up on the offensive end. But I just don't think that, you know, it's tough, man. It's tough. He plays. He takes a high volume of shots. He plays a high volume of minutes, right? And he's their engine. So, you know, getting into later games in the round may be detrimental to them.
I think scoring for them has not been a problem. I mean, obviously, James Harden, Chris Paul, you got Eric Gordon having a great season, Clint Capella, they brought in Kenneth Faried. My thing is on the defensive end is what makes me excited about the Houston Rockets. It's in the NBA, you have to be able to switch across the board to guard the Warriors. And Clint Capella is that guy that has been able to switch out on the perimeter and take the matchup of a Kevin Durant and a Steph Curry and a Klay Thompson and really cause them struggle with his length and with his ability to move his feet. So I think I would like to see them matched up against the Warriors. I still have the Warriors making it out of the Western Conference, but defensively they match up so well with them.
Yeah, and they played them well last year, and they were close last year. And I think, you know, having some of these other guys like Austin Rivers and people like that, you know, they're due to have a game, right? So if you can get a game out of Austin Rivers, if you can get a game out of Tucker, Capella, then, you know, Harden can kind of, you know, take them the rest of the way.
You know, he's having a great regular season. I hope he doesn't get tired in the first round. Like you said, history is not in his favor. We shall see. More to come on Auto Trader Pregame Show. Rockets Bucks coming up. Well, thanks. Make him Buck. Oh, Mike Bucks fan. Thanks, dude.
You're not gonna do another Buck joke?
The Buck you talking about?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Not to you,
Because he said
Candace.
something nice.
Not to you, Candace.